academics, social life, and extracurricular activities. Our former discussion on this topic was prioritizing. Bethel told us he sets goals and plans. He uses a study timetable to do so and knows what grades he wants and how he wants them to look on his academic performance. Mahfouz told us that he avoids putting all his energy into one simple task. He saves some energy for the other things he needs to do, and he uses a planner. That also saves time for his activities. And Chime told us he plans ahead. He schedules time for the things he wants to do. During the day, he keeps his after school free for his extracurriculars. He does his schoolwork during the day and his usual morning activities. So, now let's talk about stress. Many students feel overwhelmed trying to balance everything. Bethel, can you tell us how you deal with stress?
I think stress comes to the territory when you're balancing multiple activities. What helps me is having an outlet. If you don't know what an outlet is, let me explain. An outlet is a way you can release stress when you feel it's building up. For me, that's music. I take breaks. I can take a break even if it's just for an hour or less. Whatever is convenient for you.
Thank you, Bethel. Bethel told us that stress comes with the territory, and to repel that from your mindsets, you have an outlet. He told us an outlet is a way to release stress and tension. This way you feel more comfortable. Your outlets could be anything at all. It could be music, it could be singing, drawing, reading a good book, or even watching a short movie. It allows you to release all the pressure building up inside of you. So, Chime, can you tell us how you deal with stress too?
When I feel the stress building up in me, I try to take a break, even if it's for an hour or two. I also found that breaking tasks into smaller chunks makes it easier to handle. Like if you have a huge book to read, you could read each part of each chapter of that book day by day. And I also think that you shouldn't handle too many activities all at once.
Thank you, Chime. Break your tasks into smaller chunks, as Chime says. Don't do one big assignment as a whole. If it's not the day after that you have to submit that assignment, you can do a part of the assignment day by day. That way you'll be able to take breaks and avoid overstressing or overworking your brain. Don't use all your energy at once. And he made an instance. He said if you have a big reading assignment, you could do each chapter of your reading each day. That way you'll be able to save some time for yourself. So, Mahfouz, can you tell us how you deal with stress?
Actually, stress is definitely something I deal with very easily. When I feel it's building up, I try to talk to someone, whether it's the school counselor, a teacher, the principal, the chief learning officer, or the quality control officer. It really helps me to share what I'm going through instead of bottling up and keeping it a secret. And another way to deal with stress is to listen to some relaxing music.
Thank you, Mahfouz. You made a really great point there. If you talk to someone about your feelings or what you're going through, it helps you release the stress. Talk to someone you're familiar with. Talk to someone you're comfortable to talk to. It could be your teacher, as Mahfouz said, your parents, your sibling, your friend or your best friend, your colleagues, anybody that you're familiar with and you can talk to easily. Now, We can't forget about the social side of life. Having fun with friends is also important. Bethel, how do you maintain a good social life but keeping up with your other responsibilities?
It's all about balance. You need to balance up all your activities so you will avoid building tension. I set time aside to socialize with friends, but before I go for a social outing with friends, I make sure I complete all my assignments. I remember a day when I was going on a social outing with my friends, and instead of me to do